It's the passport round where all three of our contestants have been finding out as much as they possibly can about the year in which they were born. I'm going to come on to those questions in a moment and start with you, Pete. But first of all, just for fun, we're going to let the other two see if they can guess the year you were born. And to give them a clue, here's a little Pathé news clip from that year.
Mr. and Mrs. Hancock of Clapham solved their housing problem in an original way. An 82-pound house built in jigsaw style from material salvaged from Blitz property.
The staircase cost 13 and 6, and I arrived just in time to save it being smashed by firewood. The front door cost 3 shillings. Refrigerator cost 10 shillings. And the windows cost 5 shillings to 3 and 6 each. The tiles, and glass, and cement was the only new thing used in the building, and the total cost was £82 and not 1 penny more.
What a bargain, £82 for a house. That was a film made and shown in the year in which Peter was born. Now then, let's see if we can get some guesses from the other two. Beverly, what year was that, do you think?
1946.
1946. What do you think, Enid?
1948.
1948. And in fact, you were born in the year?
1945.
1945, so Beverly has it. 2 points to you. Now your questions, Peter. In 1945, which horse won the Derby?
Hyperion.
Not Hyperion, I can offer it. Any offers? Guess a horse? Shall I tell you? Enid? Buzz in.
Irish Cottage.
Irish Cottage, no. Do you want to have a go, Beverly? No, all right, I'll give you the answer. It was Dante, in fact. Let's see if you have more luck with this one. Which Rodgers and Hammerstein musical with a fairground setting opened in New York in that year? Time's up, I can offer it. Enid?
Carousel.
Carousel is correct. 2 points to you. Finally, for you, Peter, in the year 1945, which German city was bombed in February in one of the heaviest Allied attacks of the war?
Dresden.
Dresden is correct. 2 points to you. We move on to Beverly's year of birth, and the other two have a chance to guess the year. Here's a little film about the year in question.
Is this the rocket that may send an H-bomb to the moon? Its name is Thor, and it's the U.S. Air Force's 1,500-mile range ballistic missile ready for a test launching at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Thor, it is reported, may be the first stage of the moon project, with the U.S. Navy's Vanguard as stages 2 and 3. Meanwhile, Thor is standing up well to the test program, and the spectacular launching goes smoothly.
That's an area in which technology has changed a bit since those days. Beverly, that's your year. Enid, let me see if you can guess what year Beverly was born.
1959.
You say 59. What do you say, Peter?
I'll try 1958.
58. And in fact, you were born in the year?
1958.
So Peter gets 2 points. Well done. Now, Beverly, your questions on the year 1958. What's the name of the atomic weapon research establishment which was the destination for a CND march for the first time?
Calder Hall.
Not Calder Hall, I can offer it, Peter.
Aldermaston.
Aldermaston is right. 2 points to Peter. Jerry Lee Lewis had his only #1 hit record in January 1958. What was its title?
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire, 2 points. And finally for you, who scored both goals for Bolton Wanderers in their FA Cup final win against Manchester United?
I don't know.
OK, I can offer it then straight away. Who'd like to buzz in, Peter?
Nat Lofthouse.
Nat Lofthouse is correct. 2 points to you. Well done. Now we move on to Enid's year of birth, and let's see how the other two get on guessing the date from this piece of film. Some car radios have shrunk a bit since then, I think, haven't they? All right, Peter, what year do you think Enid was born?
I think 1922.
1922. And what does Beverly think?
1921.
1921. And Enid will now tell us?
1923.
1923, so Peter was the closest. Well done. All right, now, Enid, your questions on that year. Which dance became a craze after its appearance in the musical Running Wild?
Charleston.
The Charleston is correct. 2 points. Which well-known Conservative politician succeeded Bonar Law as Prime Minister?
Baldwin.
Stanley Baldwin is right. In 1923, the first FA Cup final to be played at Wembley took place in that year. Which club won?
Bolton Wanderers.
Is correct. 2 points to you. Let's have a look at the score at the end of that round. Beverly is on 4 points, Enid on 8, and Peter is just in the lead with 10 points. And while we're on the subject of passports and years of birth, we're going into the break now with a question for you at home. I'm going to show you a photograph of two people who both share the same year of birth. Let's see if you can guess what year that was. They're Steve Cram and Gary Lineker. See you in a moment. Welcome back. I mentioned Steve Cram and Gary Lineker as having the same year of birth. I can now tell you that year was 1960. Back to the game, and we come to our departure board round, which is the round in which we start by giving our contestants the answers. We're going to start with Peter because you're the leading scorer at the moment. Your subject is the weather, and here are your answers. Now then, Peter, what type of April weather was the title of one of Al Jolson's most popular songs?
April showers.
Correct. In the title of a Eugene O'Neill play, which man is about to arrive?
The Iceman.
Cometh. Exactly. What is the surname of the Sussex fast bowler who took over 100 wickets for England between 1965 and 1975?
Snow.
John Snow, correct. Which actor was the first to play the Invisible Man?
Claude Rains.
Yes, 2 points. Schools run by the Royal National Institute for the Blind are given what name?
Sunshine.
Correct. What name did Bartholomew Diaz originally give to the Cape of Good Hope?
The Cape of Storms.
You're right. Which type of weather came first in the 1953 Grand National?
Mist.
Yes, the horse was called Early Mist. What name did soldiers give to the Army Greatcoat?
A warm.
A British warm, absolutely right. Now, obviously, I can't ask you a question to which Bright is the answer, so here is your question about Bright. Which laws did Cobden and John Bright set up a league to oppose in the 1830s?
The Corn Laws.
Absolutely right. A full board, 18 points and a 2-point bonus, 20 points. Well done, Peter. And now it's Beverly's turn at the departure board. Your subject, Beverly, is places connected with games. And here are your answers. First one for you. At which rugby union ground does the Oxford versus Cambridge match take place?
Twickenham.
Correct. Which Sheffield theatre is a venue for snooker tournaments?
Crucible.
Yes, the Crucible. At which course are the Derby and the Oaks run?
Epsom.
Yes, Epsom is right. At which sporting venue was the first FA Cup final played in 1872?
Wembley.
Not Wembley, guess again.
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford, not Old Trafford, guess again.
Hampden Park.
Not Hampden Park, guess again.
Newmarket.
Not Newmarket, guess again.
Lords. Lords.
Not Lords, so I have to give you 2
The
points
Oval.
for the Oval. Bad luck, Beverly. You had to go all the way around the board to get that one. So the Oval is correct, and that gives you a score at the end of your departure board of 2, 4, 6, 8 points. Now then, Enid starts this round with 8 points on her scoreboard. Your subject, Enid, is plants, and here are your answers.